In the current run of Star Wars comics by Charles Soule, Luke Skywalker is in the process of building his green lightsaber. During his quest, he came across a kyber crystal expert named Dr. Kuwata who taught him all about the importance of lightsaber crystals and the connection they make with a Jedi. Of course, Luke's first lightsaber was his father's, Anakin's blue blade. After he lost it on Cloud City, he sought out another weapon, a yellow lightsaber he found in an abandoned Jedi outpost. He told Kuwata how that lightsaber felt more like a tool than something he had a mystical connection with. Kuwata explained that's because he was using another Jedi's weapon. Someone else had made the initial bond with that kyber crystal. His father's blue lightsaber was a much better match because even though the connection was first made by Anakin, there was an undeniable connection between father and son. It was still a Skywalker wielding the blade, and Luke knew he had a bond with that weapon. He knew of its personal importance as a family heirloom of sorts. But Kuwata goes on to say that a lightsaber of Luke's own would forge an even stronger connection through the Force to the point where he and the saber would almost act as one. The green lightsaber Luke eventually builds felt more powerful to him personally because he personally made it. If another Jedi were to take up his green lightsaber at random, their first time wielding it would have felt as disconnected as Luke using that random yellow lightsaber. That said, I do think it's possible for a Jedi to form a stronger connection with a lightsaber they never built themselves with a kyber crystal they didn't choose. We've seen in books, for example, Jedi Padawans taking up the lightsabers or kyber crystals of their fallen masters to continue using them. The bond between master and apprentice would be a powerful bond in the Force, in my opinion, and one that could grow stronger. Or we've seen several different Mandalorians pick up the darksaber. Granted, they weren't Force sensitive, but still, Kanan tells Sabine that she will bond with the crystal over time. The idea of a sacred, ancient, symbolic weapon would be another strong connection between weapon and wielder, which is similar to Rey taking up and using the Skywalker lightsaber. It's not hers at the start of The Force Awakens, but it does call to her and choose her through the Force, and she sees it as a legendary weapon, along the same lines as the darksaber. It's a blade that means something to her and the stories she has heard, and so she sees power in it. Kylo Ren obviously sees power in it as well. Rey also sees power in using Leia's lightsaber, the blade of her fallen master. Like so much of the Force, I can see this as an aspect of simple visualization and perspective. Even removing the mystical aspect of kyber crystals, it makes complete sense that Luke would feel better wielding his father's lightsaber over the one he felt he had to seek out as a necessary replacement, and it makes further sense that he would feel the strongest bond with a lightsaber he completely built himself. It's silly, but I feel a stronger connection to the lightsabers I've built at Galaxy's Edge than I do the ones I just bought at conventions or ordered online. They're not even the highest quality sabers, but I picked out those parts and chose the color and the crystal and everything, and when I look at them, I'm like, yeah, those are my lightsabers. Adding in the aspect of the Force and a mystical bond between kyber crystal and Jedi would just make that connection even stronger. So I don't think there is anything inherently different or more powerful between Luke's blue, yellow, or green lightsabers, at least not mechanically. They're all made of the same stuff. But that kyber crystal is the one thing that makes it truly unique to him and his personal connection with the Force, and there is power in using something you see as yours. Like I said, I don't think that's the end-all be-all to a Jedi using a lightsaber. We see Jedi having to use lightsabers that aren't their own all the time, and they do just fine. I think there are plenty of alternative ways for a Jedi to find and visualize a bond between themselves and any lightsaber over time, but building one yourself, there's a reason that's a rite of passage. But that's it for today. Let me know what you think of this take on lightsaber crystals in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.